Hey there, this is a quick review for Diana Krall's album, Turn Up the Quiet. From the release of her first album, Stepping Out in 1993 with John Clayton and the fabulous Jeff Hamilton, Diana's taken her career by the horns and left little to criticize for the most part. She didn't really become a household name though until the album Love Scenes came out with Christian McBride and Russell Malone on guitar. These three musicians are performing like a well-oiled machine. To me, Love Scenes was a bold album too because it didn't have a drummer, yet there was all this music to listen to. You know, Diana takes comfort in performing standards, and familiarity seems to be a fundamental part of who she is as a musician. Even in concert, she typically performs her current repertoire without taking chances on maybe more challenging material or songs outside of what she's recorded in the past. After Love Scenes, she had a string of successes with albums like When I Look Into Your Eyes, The Look of Love,
The Look of Love,
Live in Paris, which is a stunning live recording. All the musicians are great, the songs are great, the arrangements. I have nothing bad to say about that album. A beautiful rendition of a Joni Mitchell song, A Case of You, at the end of the album. Just well done, solid recording. Girl in the Other Room, which was an album that had some originals on it, penned with Elvis Costello, her husband. Those songs were very strong. I really liked them. And she even did a Costello song, Almost Blue, which can't say enough about it, with Christian McBride on bass. The song is a lyrical delight. Every line is poetry, each line better than the next. I encourage you to check that tune out. Also, Black Crow, another Joni Mitchell song, was on that album. Then you had a string of forgettable albums. The Christmas album from this moment on was kind of a bore. The album Wallflower, yeah, go ahead and forget about that one. Quiet Nights, Glad Rag Doll, Mark Rebo tried to save that one. Which brings us to Turn Up the Quiet. And as bad as some of her recent albums have been, she totally redeems herself on this album in a fabulous way. I mean, with this new release, she's doing what she does best. Standards, with stellar arrangements, song choices, and a cast of wonderful musicians, including, again, Mark Rebo and Russell Malone. Just having both those guys on the same album in this environment, it is enough to justify the purchase price. For me, the highlights on the album are Isn't It Romantic, Moonglow, Blue Skies, which swings hard despite having, again, no drummer, Love, No Mood at All, and Sway. Moonglow is all about Mark Rebo.
it must have been Moonglow.
He is the architecture, weaving his dreamy line in and out with such mastery. It truly just leaves me speechless. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Mark anyway. He's done some solo project things, the fake Cuban stuff, the Los Cubanos. He's done some stuff with John Zorn that's just been miraculous. The guy's an all-around amazing guitar player. Not everything he does is great. He ventures out into the avant-garde a lot, and sometimes he goes places where my ear just doesn't go. But really love him, really love Russell Malone. And Anthony Wilson, who played on Diana Krall's Live in Paris album, another great feature. She seems to really be choosy about her guitar players, and I think that's because she really loves singing over solo guitar. And I think she has a passion for the guitar. But basically, this album is the album that we've been waiting for her to make for quite a long time, you know. Something you could just sit back with a glass of wine and really just take in, drink in every single track.
Never saw the sun shining so bright.
With these songs, too, it's about the musicianship at the end of the day. You know, it's about these musicians that we're talking about. You know, she's got the name where she can bring in like Miles Davis, bring in the most killer ensembles. So, I mean, that's really what we're appreciating here. And Diana will never be Ella Fitzgerald vocally, and she'll never be Keith Jarrett on piano. But, like Miles Davis, she can bring these forces together. Seriously great albums, and certainly albums like this that are worth many listens. This album is worth multiple listens. So I'm going to give this album a solid 9 on a 10 scale. And yeah, I review albums that I like. What can I say? But finally, she comes through and does something that we can all appreciate. Thank you, Diana. And I really don't know I don't even have a request from her at this point because she's done so many things so well, and she's got such a vast repertoire and discography. Anyway, what's next?